Hi angels, welcome back to our channel. So today we are doing another recipe video. This is going to be for our bedtime bubble bath. So first thing you're going to need gloves, a hairnet, face mask, apron, not the clothy one, the plasticky one. And for this one you're going to need a hand whisk, a funnel, a beaker, a spatula, pouring pitcher, mixing bowl, (91% or 70% proof alcohol). I apologize if you hear my son in there. He's playing a game, yelling at people. You're going to need paper towels, a pipette, scissors, a kitchen scale, and you don't have to, but a gram scale makes it easy to weigh really light stuff like we're going to do tonight. But if you only have a kitchen scale, as long as it has double digits for ounces, that'll work too. And then as far as materials go, you are going to need, this recipe makes 4 16-ounce bottles. So you're going to need 4 of these. And you're going to need 4 lids that go on the bottles. Okay, and then you're going to need bubble bath clear. You need 67.5 ounces of this. You can get those in smaller bottles. Yeah, they're bottles. You can get them in smaller bottles too, but I usually get a gallon. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way, and it lasts, or it goes further. Okay, and then you're going to need Shea 50. You're going to need fragrance. We're going to use Sleep Time. And then vanilla color stabilizer for lotions and washes. And then for the Shea 50, you're going to need 1 ounce. For the fragrance, you're going to need 0.625 if you're using a gram scale. If your scale only does 2 digits, it's okay to do 0.63. And then for the vanilla color stabilizer, you're also going to need 0.625 on a gram scale or 0.63 on a double digit scale for ounces. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is put my other glove on and turn the video down. And this is a relatively quick recipe as well. This hairnet's making my head itch. Okay. And here we go. Please excuse my son. Alright. I'm going to set the bottles over here out of the way for now. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is on the gram scale, put the beaker on, turn it on, and then we're going to mix our fragrance oil and vanilla color stabilizer and set it to the side so it can sit for at least 2 minutes. Alright, so we need Okay, had to get on to him because he's in there screaming at the top of his lungs. Alright, so we need 0.625 ounces. And something to note too about fragrance oils and essential oils, they will ruin your stuff. So if you spill it, you might want to wipe it up immediately. I've gone through 2 of these scales because it eats around the plastic. Alright, I'm going to tear the scale again. Clean off our pipette. And then we need another 0.625. Oh, this is strong. And another thing to note when you're mixing stuff like this, you want to go really slow because I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally put way too much in there and I had to dump it out and redo it because it was just way too much. I'm going to pause for a second. I swear, if y'all have boys, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, now we're going to mix this up and get it to where it has that cloudy look to it. Sorry, I can't wait till I get my shed fixed up outside so I can go out there where it's peaceful. Alright, so get that cloudy look, consistency to it. I'm going to set this to the side for a few minutes while we get everything else going here. We aren't going to need these 2 just yet, so these can be set to the side for now. We don't need the whisk just yet, but we will need the spatula. Alright, so put the bowl on the scale. And make sure it's tared to 0 with the bowl on it. And we need 67.5 ounces of this. So since this is a big gallon jug, which is 128 ounces, we're gonna just pour it on in. I hope this bowl is big enough actually. It should be. I've done big recipes like this before in this bowl. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Almost. Alright, perfect. 67.5 ounces. Which is about half the jug. Okay. Now, the next step is to heat this up. We want it to be not water consistency, but you want it to be thinner. So, and the heat also helps to mix in everything else and make sure it's all mixed in really well. And side note, when you pour this in, you want to create as less bubbles as possible. Like you can see the bubbles here, that's minimal, which is perfectly fine, but we don't want to create lots of bubbles because that defeats the purpose of the bubble bath. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video for now. I'm going to get this heated up, and once it's where I want it to be, I'll come back. Okay, so I have a very strong microwave, and it only took a minute and a half. Depending on your microwave, you might need it to be a little bit longer. It just depends on your microwave. But it should be pretty thin. Alright, we don't need the scale anymore. Not for the next couple steps anyway. Now we need to measure 1 ounce of Shea 50. I'm wondering, this is probably ain't gonna be enough. Actually, it's gonna be perfect. There we go. And then whenever it's still pouring out like that, I usually leave it sitting upside down and I pour it into another Shea 50 bottle to preserve the rest of it. And now, because this is really thick, we're going to need to use the spatula. So, just pour in as much as we can, and then we'll use the spatula to get the rest of it out. And then we will mix this in a little bit. And remember, you don't want to create too many bubbles. And then I want to grab our mixture over here. Still looks nice and mixed up. Alright, remember, this is very strong. Stand back when you pour it in. Alright. Now mix this in. This is where it's going to change color. And I guess in some cases I don't use the whisk. It just depends. Like for this case, I don't think I'm going to use it. Looks like the spatula is able to mix it just fine. Okay, now it's mixed up pretty good. Apologies for the loudness. There's no time good to do any kind of videos in this house. It's loud all hours of the day and night. Set that to the side. Alright, we're going to fill these up to 16 ounces. And again, you don't have to have a pouring pitcher. I just think it's easier. Bubbles flying everywhere. Alright, now 16 ounces, 4 bottles, but I'm only going to show you the one. And there you have it. You saw me fill up one bottle, so I'm going to stop this video now because I'm just going to do the same thing for the other 3. And that's how you make the sleepy time bubble bath. This is really good for if you want to relax after a hard day at work, or if you're having trouble sleeping. This is a really good thing to use. Just make sure that you don't stay in it for too long, like excessive amounts of time in bubble baths or anything like bath bombs can irritate your skin and just can be bad all around. So you don't want to stay in too long, and I can't tell you how long for you because everybody's different. It really just depends, but that's the recipe. It's really easy. Of course, I just showed you the basics. I didn't show you what else I put in it for our secret ingredients or anything like that. But if you want to purchase this one, it's not on the website as of this video, but it will be. So I'm sure by the time you see this, it'll be listed on thescentedangels.com. You can find it on goimagine.com/thescentedangels and amazon.com/thescentedangels. Follow us on social media. We're at The Scented Angels on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can follow us on all of those and follow along on our journey. We'd love to have you. And if you have any questions, comments, we welcome it all. We want to be super engaged, but that's all there is. Oh, and you can sign up for our email list too to stay up to date on new videos like this, new products. Just stay in the loop pretty much. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.